A little pet metric of mine that I like to think about is dollars of revenue over environmental impact, right? So if you are a brand that is reliant on making not great product, selling it at a low price, your environmental impact is going to be really big. And maybe your revenue number is pretty big as well. But if you can shrink that environmental footprint number, then that ratio of revenue to footprint or impact really starts to change. And one amazing way to do that is to sell the same item multiple times. So let's say that second sale is 60% of the first. So now you have 160% of the revenue that you otherwise would with almost the same environmental impact because you didn't have to create a new product. We ship peer-to-peer, so it's super efficient. So our goal long-term is to really incentivize brands to make better products, to de-risk what's potentially a high price for customers, because the customer knows that, yeah, maybe I'm going to spend $400 on this jacket, and that's more than I would usually spend. But I know that in 18 months' time, I'm going to be able to get $250 out of it. Now I'm not so much spending $400. It's basically renting that jacket for 18 months or 2 years for $150. That's not a bad deal. So the goal is really to incentivize those high quality products, to seed the idea of second and third sales with customers at the time of the initial purchase. And then also to improve this price access so that maybe someone is buying a really high quality item, a peak design bag, secondhand, rather than buying something that doesn't come from a great supply chain, that's not super well made. So you're actually getting a better product. Maybe it's used, but it's still probably an ostensibly better product than something new from a brand that doesn't have the same quality standards. So that's the long-term vision, is really changing customer behavior, changing the way that brands think about their customers and think about their products and supply chains.
When I hear you talk, it seems like there's a lot of benefit for the customer, but now you're adding a lot of workload to the brand. How much of the lift does Recurate plan on doing versus how much does the brand actually need to set into place? Because I can just imagine how much logistical customer service support and all that struggle that will come with implementing a solution like this.
That's our goal. We're what we call a white glove solution for our brands. Our technology integrates on the back end with these brands, and the listing process and all of that comes with our technology. The logistics, executing these transactions, the shipments, that's all on us as Recurate. We have systems in place to trigger the shipping labels automatically, email them to sellers. And then we also manage customer service on behalf of our brands. And obviously, early days, that's something that's super important, getting customers used to this behavior. There's some upfront questions, but again, this behavior is growing, whether it's on eBay or Poshmark, and a lot of what we do is similar from an operations standpoint. Customers are actually pretty comfortable with buying a secondhand item. And then we also help our brands market and educate their customers. So we have a lot of talking points, FAQs, landing pages, et cetera, that we can share with our brands as a starting point. Obviously, we encourage our brands to put that in their own authentic voice and communicate to their customers in the way that resonates best with their particular demographic. But we really like to help our brands from the tech component through the logistics and operations, through the customer service, and even then down to the marketing and awareness building.
Alrighty, friends, if you liked what you heard in that little snippet and you feel inspired, make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube and head over onto your favorite podcast player to look for the Impact Everywhere podcast to find more inspirational guests just like this every single week. My name is Benjamin Von Wong, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay positive because impact is everywhere.